to see how they approach this game this evening. A different kind of test for Régis Lebris. And there's Mackham 11. And we are now underway here on SAFC Live. Broadcasting around the world, of course. SAFC Live.
Yeah, and obviously a bit of talk about Simon Moore. You know, he's come in, he's had a couple of clean sheets, hasn't he? And hasn't had too many saves to make, if we're honest. A couple of the weekend headers with their best opportunities for Queen's Park Rangers, but straight at him, weren't they? His handling was decent enough. But listen, he's got bags of experience behind him, hasn't he? And he's not a bad replacement to come in for Anthony Patterson, as we said.
And that man's got plenty of experience himself. Paul Heckingbottom there.
Yeah, Stuart McCall alongside him, yeah.
Plenty of experience in that dugout for Preston North End.
Yeah, certainly at this level as well. Obviously, Sheffield United, you know, the two of them there as well, weren't they? Season or two back.
Yeah. Searching ball forward for Preston North End. Yeah, the camera position's quite far away from the pitch, isn't it? We will endure it.
Switched off.
Chance in the middle. Opportunity to turn. Oh.
Big opportunity. Yeah, we switched off there. Not
Kessler
alive to the
Hayden.
situation.
Great opportunity. Greenwood involved as well.
Yeah, we'll have a look at this back. Well, we look at our start at the weekend. It wasn't great. Just keep it there. Look, switched off there. He just strides into the space, cuts it back. We're all static. We're watching. He has a touch. Doesn't really get it out of his feet as he would have liked. There, see, it's stuck under his feet, and then it pops off him again, and then he's on the stretch, isn't he? Greenwood. And then, yeah, a couple of minutes on the clock, let off for Sunderland.
Sam Greenwood, former Sunderland Academy player, of course. Good friends with Dan Neil. Came through a similar kind of time. The famous photo, the League Cup final. On loan from Leeds United. Two loanees in the starting 11. Kessler Hayden is on loan from Aston Villa. And neither of them could put the ball in the net. Here's Dan Neil. Hassel, but stays in touch with the ball. Chris Rigg. Just behind Sunderland's man, and here come Preston. Reese.
Oh, it's done well, Trey Hume, yeah. Do you know what? I was talking about this last night, somebody there, and he's on 4 yellow cards, and they're saying, oh, he's got to be careful, hasn't he? I said, listen, if there's a ball left for Trey Hume to go and win, he's going to go in and he's going to commit it. What, 2.5 minutes or so on the clock there, and there's his first one of the evening.
The ball's been given away, and this could create an opportunity for Preston North End. Greenwood on the swing.
Well, we've not settled, have we? I think a couple of occasions there, not helping each other out, give the ball away. Lost our pictures.
Yeah, well, hopefully get them back for you in a moment.
Okay.
Yeah. Saw that a couple of times in Sunderland's previous game against Queen's Park Rangers, just being the architects of their own downfall.
Yeah, a little bit loose on those, just a little 5-10 yard, you know, basic passes, you'd say, really, and just putting each other in a little spot of bother. Should be just there, push, wants the lads to squeeze up, go and press higher. And if you are going to do that, be brave. You see there Tommy Watson, you've got Connolly through the middle, and Isidore is out on that left hand side, so it's almost a 3v3 really up against those 3 centre backs if you're brave. But the danger is then who's got the wing backs pushing forward.
It's poked through looking for Greenwood, who remains down. Referee's going to make a decision. Free kick.
Yeah, he took his time there, didn't he? Maybe as he looked at it to see if there's an advantage. I think was it Chris Mepham on the stretch? Yeah. Just feels he can get his leg around him. See here now, threaded in behind. And there, it's Greenwood sort of steps across him, doesn't he? As Chris Mepham tries to play the ball. There you see. Yeah, I think Trey Hume, if we're honest, he's got to either match the run or pass him on early there. Sam Greenwood.
Well, someone's going to get a yellow card. I think it might be Mepham for the challenge. A very early booking for the centre half.
Yeah, hasn't missed time many, has he, since he come into the squad. Been excellent, Chris Mepham.
Five minutes in, an early yellow. And an opportunity for Sam Greenwood here.
Yeah, well, he will have felt he should have scored a few minutes ago, shouldn't he? Well, that one was cut back to him there, just got stuck under his feet a little bit and almost prodded it past that far post area. He's got another opportunity now.
Greenwood, Wall does the job. Sunderland fans encouraging their players to get out. Moore comes with the punch, doesn't go far enough.
Yeah, well,
cheers from
I was going to say he's done the right thing there. Big shout comes. He's got to claim that. I'm not sure why he's punching that, Simon Moore. Under no pressure, just claim it. Take a little bit of pressure off. See it back now. Yeah, just catch it.
Early yellow though for Chris Mepham there, Danny.
Yeah, and it'll play on his mind as well. You know, I've been there as a centre back. You get cautioned quite early on, and you are thinking about it then in terms of timing your challenges and being in the right position.
Meanwhile, Ali McCann committed a foul on Chris Rigg.
He just gets away from him slightly, doesn't it? It's a bit of a high boot, isn't it? Chris is ducking down slightly, but he does catch him slightly, I think. Let's try and just get a few passes in now, just settle down a little bit, get into the game.
Story brings it away. Kessler Hayden. There's Tommy Watson. Lovely ball inside. Dan Neil couldn't find a red and white shirt.
Yeah, do you know, I was just about to say, I don't think Tommy's touched the ball, but his first touch, that lovely ball, wasn't it? Pass into Dan Neil.
Meanwhile, the race is on here. Mepham gets across. Moore helps him out as well.
They're getting a bit of joy down the flanks, aren't they, Preston?
Connolly trying to get his first real touch on the game as well.
That's say difficult for the lads top end. I don't think Wilson's touched the ball either on the far side, but we haven't had enough of it, have we, in the 8 minutes or so?
How do you think Sunderland's formation has settled in then?
Yeah, it generally looks like that 4-3-3, doesn't it? I think, and you know, say we were trying to figure it out beforehand, and maybe was Tommy going to start on his natural side as he prefers it to be over on that far side, but here he is now.
Here's Tommy Watson looking for Aaron Connolly, who goes down. Sirkin. Mepham.
Daniel just had a little bit more time than he thought there. I think you can see what he's looking for, try and flick a ball in behind.
It's Chris Rigg now trying to play in Wilson Isidore. He does. Isidore shoots.
Oh,
near post.
Yeah, well, there he is, Wilson. First involvement, really, isn't it? And Good pick out from Chris Riggs, switches out to that left-hand side, and there's Wilson coming in on his favoured right foot. So he pops up against him there. Double up on him, and he tries to do the keeper, drags it, doesn't he, past that near post. Oh.
Freddie Woodman living dangerously at the back. Assured pass there from Alan Brown. Back in familiar territory. He had an awful lot of games down at Preston. There's O'Nien. Woodman plays it out. Watson picks it up. Here's Chris Rigg. Lovely ball to Trey Hume. Trey Hume with early ball in.
Yeah, good from Tommy Watson again there, isn't he? Steals the ball off Kessler Hayden.
O'Nien brings in Trey Hume again. Tommy Watson beats his man.
Yeah, better from Sunderland now. Yeah, you know what? I think it's one of those, that, isn't it? Later in the game, you're probably seeing a card for that. Hughes, isn't it? Dives in. Tommy shows him the ball, knocks it past him. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not a yellow card. Tommy Watson having a look at the referee. Feels the same, I think. He's had a good start to the game, Tommy.
Yep. So let's hope it continues. We'll keep you across the scores as well in the Championship this evening. We'll do that in full, of course, at half-time when we look back at the moments from the first half. Well, Sunderland's players in deep discussion there.
Just see Preston trying to keep that line high. Trey Hume, is it?
It's Chris Rigg.
That's Alan Brown, is it?
Yeah,
Yes, Alan Brown, yeah.
Swung in by Alan Brown. Opportunity, Luke O'Nien, and again, deflection.
It is, isn't it? It is, yeah. Yeah, drops to him a couple of times. Great first touch from Luke, and then he gets the strike away, but just too many bodies in front of him. See it back now. So Alan Brown just pulls it back from that Preston line there, gets the first strike away, good block, and then, yeah, a couple of touches. It might come off Brad Potts, I think, in the end, does it?
Fish out for handball here.
No, certainly not.
Second one, maybe?
No.
It's a bit too close.
Nothing,
Liam Lindsay took one in the middles. Alan Brown on set pieces. Referee Lewis Smith just wants a word.
Yeah, I think you're looking at that one there. Wilson's not looking at the ball, is he? Up against Reese there. He's not doing a lot wrong. He's facing the other way. Maybe feels that he's looking to block for somebody else making a run near post.
Woodman comes, gets something on it. And Neil settles for the throw. Freddie Woodman's been at Preston since January 2022.
He's quite a big size, isn't he, Freddie Woodman? I think with those in-swingers, you've got to get bodies around him, make it difficult for him if you're looking to put it sort of on top of him, really.
Free kick against Chris Mepham. Too strong on Sam Greenwood. Derby have taken the lead against Coventry. Jerry Yates on the score sheet for them. As Luke O'Nien helps out at the back. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
Right in front of the ref.
It's been difficult for him to get into the game, Aaron Connolly. He's had a few of those, hasn't he, where big centre-backs have come through the back of him. Gets the benefit of the doubt on that one. Luke just going about his business, isn't he? As we mentioned, Chris Mepham been fantastic, but that one there alongside him as well. We spoke about it with Rob before the game. Just slotted in there at centre back, hasn't he? And I think he's been excellent as well, Luke O'Nien.
Trey Hume.
It's on there as well. I think it's Chris Riggs. He just tries to flick it into the channel for Tommy Watson, who was free.
Sunderland will win it back though. Possession goes back. Lindsay under pressure.
Trouble.
Sunderland pressing, almost steal it. Story comes away and plays it over the top. Hume is there. Kessler Hayden picks it up. Oh, and it's just wide of Simon Moore's goal. Mads Frokier.
Yeah, big chance. Lovely ball in, isn't it? Was it Greenwood, I think, that put the ball in? Pulled out to this left. Let's have a look back now. Yeah, they just get away with it, Preston there as we're pressing. And Trey Hume knows he's got to try and deal with it. Just drops it back into that area. It's 2v1 there, and then Kessler Hayden picks the ball up. Back out to Greenwood, just chops inside and feeds a lovely ball in. Again, we're not switching on in there. You've got to be picking up. We've got 4 or 5 red and white striped shirts. I think there's 3 Preston players in there, and fortunately for Simon Moore, it whistles past his post. Paul Heckingbottom would be happy with the 2 managers, I feel, so far. The way his team have gone about it, he'd be perhaps disappointed that they're not in front. Oh, again. Oof, you can hear the crowd as well.
Deepdale again living dangerously, but somehow Preston turn out with it again. And they're coming forward now with Frokier. Frokier just runs out of space. It was a bit of battling between.
Yeah, it does well in the end. Alan Brown, doesn't he? Just matches him. Frokier thought he got in behind. But again, Preston, yeah, you say there a couple of times they've looked nervy getting out from the back, but if they do manage to squeeze through Sunderland's press, they're getting joy. Who's that there? In disguise.
Oh, he's in the Sunderland, with the Sunderland fans. Well spotted, cameraman. EFL cameraman doing a decent job on this occasion. Awful ball looking for Tommy Watson.
Yeah, that's not a bad ball, like, you know, spin it in behind, especially when they've got a back 3 really. If the wing back's pushing on, the distances are quite big. Yeah. Just drop a ball in that channel, drag those
Andrew Hughes
centre backs out.
Across. Looking for Greenwood, just bumps Trey Hume off the ball. Kessler Hayden picks it up. Big shots of handball from the Sunderland fans and some of the Sunderland players. Andrew Hughes floats one in. Header comes in. There's a team in the end.
Yeah, Sunderland fans aren't happy behind the goal there. But it's just bit of concern. Ball's coming in the box again. We're not getting first contact often enough. Got a couple of sighters now, Preston. Pots that occasion, getting in around the back, the wing back. Not sure, maybe up off the chest, maybe a bit of arm involved. But play on, play to the whistle. It's Alan Brown, is it in there, appealing for it? Yeah, I think it's Wilson Isidore's just got to get himself back in. If you're going all that way back in there, you know, do your job and get back goal side, the far post.
Doesn't like either team's really taken control of that midfield yet, Danny. A few loose balls.
Yeah.
There's Potts. Jordan Story. Hughes. Gets it back. Kane Kessler Hayden. Making way on the touchline. Drops it off. Sam Greenwood. Real deep one which is kept alive and still not cleared yet. And 9 working it to Wilson Isidore. Play just breaks down again for both sides. He's Ali McCann. What's going on?
We're just not securing the ball well enough, are we? I think it's Alan Brown on that occasion. You can see what he's looking for, to put Tommy in behind, but you know, give it away again and Preston come forward once more. I think generally they've moved the ball okay. Preston, I say, they've took a couple of chances at the back and managed to get out and get onto our back line. Ball's coming into the box. I mentioned there, we've looked a little bit edgy. We're not getting first contact on it, especially getting numbers back in there, picking up, being stronger.
Someone play it down. Connolly.
Yes, Lindsay on Connolly once more, isn't it? Can touch tight every opportunity he can.
From Woodman. Potts got there, but referee says it's a free kick for Sunderland. Watson trying to work it through for Rigg.
Conversations in both dugouts there. Both coaches deep in thought.
He's done a circuit.
Isidore just made a little run in behind there, turned it down though, Dennis.
Mepham. Lovely ball. If Tom Watson can get there.
Almost, yeah. It's a good run from Tommy. Is it Kessler Hayden? He thinks he's going to go on the outside, just cuts across him, and it's just a fraction over hit the pass. Slick surface, just gets away from Tommy.
Here's Dan Neil. Connolly. Trying to be a little bit too cute with the pass there.
He struggled to get into the game there. Just stick it, stop flicking, messing around with it, get hold of the ball for us.
Simon Moore comes to meet that one. Here's Potts. Wilson Isidore, in fact, using his pace again. Rig.
Yeah, it's just these situations now, just, you know, the lads out there know they've not been quite at it, similar to the weekend, but just take the sting out of the game a little bit, try and get a feel on the ball, you know, slow it down a little bit if you need to.
Millwall have taken the lead at home against Leeds United. That was one of the ties you pulled out.
Yeah, it's going to be a toughie. Say they're going well. Millwall beat Burnley on Sunday as well, didn't they?
Players helping each other out there. Brown just waits for a bit of shape around. Sunderland in possession.
You see Preston pressing us quite high as well, aren't they? Not allowing us really to play out from the back.
Rig doing his best. Remains in possession.
Yeah, could have played the easy ball out to Dennis Irkin, couldn't he? Wanted to throw another Cruyff turn in. Gussie Rig.
Here's Trey Hume. Tommy Watson, he'll give him a back. Watson's gone on the underlap. Kessel Hayden in possession. Foul. Yeah. The referee's going to penalise Chris Mepham for that one.
They work it quite well out from the corner there, Preston. I think Chris Mepham just a little bit eager again. There's his yellow card early on in the game, second minute I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, see it there. He's actually quite clever, isn't he? Sam Greenwood, he just steps across him, gets the leg there as he knows Chris Mepham. He's arguing, he thinks he wants a red card for it there. There was he last man. I think they rule it now as a genuine attempt to play the ball, isn't it? So, which it was.
Sunderland caught in possession. Here come Preston. Sam Greenwood.
Yeah, I think it was Alan Brown, was it? He turned out, I think he could have gone back to Simon Moore there. And he just, was it Chris Rig on the far side or Dennis Irkin played him in a little bit of a tight situation?
Just need to be sharper on those occasions, Sunderland, this evening.
Got a bit of physicality about them as well, Preston. You see there, centre-backs coming forward, Potts as well, size of him.
Lindsay, of course, Hughes. Which could also be an opportunity for Sunderland on the break if they were to counter. Definitely got the pace on those defenders particularly.
There's the outswinger for Preston.
Another foul given for Sunderland. Sunderland fans furious with that one.
Challenge. Good block.
Luko 9.
Yeah.
Stayed down after that.
Yeah, do you know what? As it's dropping though, we've got 4 shirts around it, all looking that somebody's got to go and compete, and as it drops and it's Luko 9 throws himself in the way. Great block. So where he's taking that, maybe similar to Lindsay earlier on. That way you don't want to take one. Let's have a look back there. Here now, somebody go and compete. Yeah, and then Luke, brave, gets the block in. story, isn't it? Centre back up from the set piece, gets the strike away.
Some discomfort there, Luke O'Nien. It's good in the details.
Is that what we're going with, yeah? Yeah, I think there, just get the lads in, have a quick chat with them, get it together. I say the biggest concern for me is that, yeah, we've not looked after the ball as well as we can do, but then it's concern the ball coming into the box. We're not alert, we're not on the move. You see that one there, it's dropping down out the sky, and we've got 3 or 4 shirts, everybody's waiting. You'd rather 2 lads go and compete for it and clash heads if needs be, but you can't be letting the ball drop down and nobody getting a challenge in.
There's a couple of times that's happened. You think about Greenwood earlier on in the game as well, was able to take a touch.
Yeah, that one there,
that exact position as well.
Fortunately, as I said, it got stuck under his feet, didn't it? And he had to take another touch. But yeah, I don't think Regis will be pleased. You know, you talk about changes all you like, but it's just the basics of what we're not quite doing. It's similar to me for the first half at the weekend at Queen's Park Rangers. Yes, we had a good spell there, 10 minutes or so, where we had opportunities, but this evening we haven't had that, have we, so far? We've barely had too much play in their half of the pitch. We'll see 1 or 2 of the boys having a word with each other there, trying to get going. Only so much of it can come from the touchline as well. It's got to come from the lads on the pitch as well.
Smiles.
Yeah, he's just checking they're still there. Fans enjoyed it as well. Got to wait now, isn't he? 30 seconds, Luke. Is that right? That's still the rule. Still a thing. Yeah.
Meanwhile, the ball's played back in. Preston trying to make it count with Kessler Hayden. Tommy Watson brings it away though. Uses his body well. The referee was up for playing advantage.
Yeah, I think
2 challenges there.
Fair, yeah, I think he's allowed the first one. I can see that was the block on Chris Rigg, just to see how it developed with Tommy. I think Tommy's been excellent, to be fair. He's looked sharp, you know. You see him again there, linking up. See that one there, Chris? And then, yeah, I can see why he's allowed it, but then, see, no, pulls it back. Don't mind that one.
Didn't appear to be any bookings.
No, I think the one should have been earlier on, wasn't it? I think it was Hughes, wasn't it? The left centre back cleaned Tommy Watson out as he knocked it past him.
Some of the fans again unhappy with the decision from the officials. Bit of guesswork, I think, involved in that one from the line-up. Sunderland need to take care of the ball a lot better, don't they, Danny?
Yeah, they do, yeah. I can see, listen, it's on there, and it's probably something they've spoke about with them having that back 3, and if their wing-backs are high, early ball down the channel, and we've got runners out there in Tommy and Isidore, but the quality's got to be better. You know, we mentioned Connolly probably 3-4 times maximum, and he's had fight balls coming in, the one where he tried to be too clever and flick instead of getting hold of it, but other than that, he's had nothing to go on so far. We haven't had any ball into the Preston box. That's a foul. Lindsay again on Connolly.
Chris Mepham.
Ball.
It's Trey Hume. Oh, it was an almost chance. Connolly claims the corner.
He gets it as well. He's all right. He's a couple of bodies stayed down, actually. I don't know if he's caught by the keeper. Lovely run, Trey Hume, isn't it? And it's a lovely pass from Chris Mepham. See it there now. Get caught there. Big gaps in that Preston back line. Fizzes a lovely ball across. Keeper thinks he's gathering it there, Woodman. And then Connolly just gets there ahead of him, plays it off him, I think. See it from this angle now. Yeah, I think it's his leg actually. It makes the save,
saves
isn't it?
Yeah.
Almost opening his account there, Aaron Connolly. But just as we were saying, no ball, no service into the box for him. There we go.
Some tight marking going on in there. It was Smith, the ref, with a close eye on it. Alan Brown takes the corner. Goal kick, is it? Offside.
Yeah, sure. Whether the ball's gone out of play or he's give it for a free kick.
Thomas Hartel back here in the studio. And restart. Another high foot there. Is that?
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I've just seen done it. I'll be getting around the referee. I think he's let one or two slide here, the referee. It's a high boot.
The second high boot on Chris Rigg. This time it's Benjamin Whiteman, the captain.
And I think.
Ooh,
yeah. Well, there's a little bit of a cheer there, so I'm not sure if he has been booked while we're looking at the replays. Maybe the Sunderland fans seen the yellow card, which we haven't. Yep, there we go.
Benjamin Whiteman. The yellow card.
Too much. Yeah, I think it was Chris Rigg, wasn't it? See what he's looking for, early ball in behind, just skips away from Luke O'Nien.
So Hayden, under pressure from Tom Watson. Emil Rees. Did the hard bit.
Yeah, he did as well, yeah. Didn't get enough purchase on the ball, did he, once he got the wrong side of Chris Mepham. But they work it well, Preston. I've been impressed with them in their shape. They know the roles well, use the wing-backs really well. That time it's Rees, isn't it, running behind. Just sort of a little dummy to get away from Chris Mepham in the first place, and then it does the hard part, really. And then final pass let him down.
Kessel Hayden. Pass comes to nothing. Sirkin. Preston keeping Sunderland penned in there.
Yeah, they have. I think they've done it really well, Preston. Not allowed us to settle, allowed us to play enough. Coming up 5 minutes before the break, and we haven't really had too many passages of play where we've dominated the ball and looked comfortable on the ball either. See these situations where they pressed us and we haven't had an out ball, and it keeps coming back time and time again.
Now Sunderland come out the other side. Trey Hume. Still carrying it, goes inside. Tommy Watson picks it up. It's the back of Trey Hume.
Yeah, better from Trey, bit of urgency and as a tempo driving forward, trying to link up with Tommy, get us going down this right hand side.
Watson feels he was fouled there. Hughes.
Still in.
Yeah, ball still in somehow.
Trouble.
There's Kessler Hayden. 9 on the cover. He's come back again through Hughes. Kessler Hayden. Neil did enough. McCann. Story. Out.
Bit nervy, the Preston fans, aren't they? And again.
Kessler Hayden able to take a touch. Turns on it, delivers a deep cross, too deep for everyone.
Yeah, I think that's the third time there where they've looked nervy, edgy, playing out from the back, almost getting caught on it. You can hear it in the crowd, but then it's resulted in Preston having a break on us. You see now they beat the press now. Here, look, middle of the park, space there in behind Trey. Just touch gets away from him instead of taking it across. Trey off his chest there, has to chop back and see what he's looking for again. Bodies overloading far post area, just overhits the cross.
22 years old, on loan from Aston Villa. So they get the free kick. Well, Heckingbottom looks on. Watson, first start for Sunderland's first team.
Just see the difference there. Is that Greenwood, yeah, dropping in. See how he's looking after the ball. He's had a couple of them. He's done it really well. Got hold of the ball, wins the free kick for his side. We've had too many bouncing off us.
2 minutes will be added on at the end of this first half.
Well, so he didn't agree with that decision. I think it was Reese, was it? No, it wasn't. It was Frockyart on the far side.
You still think Heckingbottom will be the happy of the two managers?
Yes, in terms of the way his team have played and limited us to very little, but on the other side of that, no, because he'll feel that his team should be in front, and I'd probably agree with him. I think they've been the better team, if we're honest. We haven't really got going with fits and starts. We've looked like we've tried to get going in the game, but it just hasn't happened. We've had that one half chance with Connolly.
Ball allowed to bounce there. No 9 does get there. He comes back. He's Reese. Goes for the shot, and that's a good save from Simon Moore.
Almost, you see what he wants to do, just squares Chris Mepham, but one-on-one, shifts it half a yard, almost uses him as a shield really to bend it around him. And a great angle of it here now, look there, looking for that. Yeah, not quite in the top corner, is it? It's a good save from Simon Moore though.
The guys are up again from the back. Greenwood.
Yeah, it wasn't quite there for him. He knows he's got to take it early. I think he's sure he's putting pressure on him there. Whoever it was that won the header will see it back. There's half time. Yeah, there's that effort back now from Reese. Know what he's looking for. Trying to find that top corner. Say not quite there, is it? Another yard or two in the top corner, and I think Simon Moore's struggling. But you know, I think Regis Labrie will be delighted that that scoreline is what it is at half time. I don't think we've been anywhere near it. Similar to where we were at the weekend at Queen's Park Rangers. Bags more from us to come. But other than that, we've not offered anything going forward. So a big 45 minutes to come.
Yep, another big 45 minutes for Sunderland. Leeds getting beat as well. Another opportunity. Millwall currently beating Leeds 1-0.
Yeah, Stoke just gone ahead as well at Blackburn. Doesn't actually touch him, does he? Gets a bit of the ball there, Wilson Isidore, and then Story goes down. He's about a yard away from him.
It's just behind Brad Potts. Not sure what happened there. EFL cameraman was picking up Paul Heckingbottom. Doesn't look like there's too many locals in Deepdale this evening.
No.
21st in the league.
21st in the table, yeah. They were at home at the weekend, obviously come off second best, 3-1. Not quite fancying it on a Wednesday evening.
Isidore. Dan Neil. Chris Rigg.
Oh, almost, yeah. It starts with Dan Neil. He plays the pass and it looks like it's going to get cut out, but it just gets there. I think it's Chris Rigg, isn't it? And then he fizzes one in as well into the front line. See it back there, look, and then yeah, it's Chris Rigg there. Lovely ball in, actually. He knows he's got to play it with some pace, and then
Brown takes it. Yeah, Connolly tries to get involved,
doesn't it, towards the Preston defender who can get back at him.
It's Jordan Story who knocked it out for the corner. Here's Tommy Watson. Hayden. Still going here. Another chance as well. It was Whiteman with the shot.
Yeah, I think it was Trey Hume who got the block in. Space down that left-hand side, wasn't there, for Hayden? Corner ball.
Stoke have scored against Blackburn. Deep one towards the back post. Opportunity. Ali McCann with the shot.
Yeah, just wouldn't sit down for him, would it? So again, they get in around the far post area though. It's Hughes, isn't it? Knocks it back to him, and he's got to take it early again. It's quite high. Try and get his leg up there. Can't keep over the top of it.
Nine heading it back to Simon Moore.
Luke O'Nine's been excellent this evening. First half, a few of those moments there, just taking the sting out of the game and trying to calm us down a little bit. That blocking as well, didn't he?
Watson goes down. He feels he was fouled again.
Hughes just gets the arm up across him, doesn't he? Quite early. Doesn't allow him in behind. Tommy will back himself with his pace.
Yeah, takes the deflection, goes down for another corner.
Yeah, Isidore feels he's fouled it, actually gets back to his feet, gets the block in, doesn't he? Again, yeah, we don't win the first one. See Dennis, obviously not bad in the air, just gets bumped off this one. Frockyart does enough on him, you see. I think it's a little coming together, the legs there, just clips him, Brad Potts.
Sunderland try and counter here. Isidore still going, just overplays it a bit. Allows the Preston player to come across.
Yeah, see his reaction there, overrun it. I think it's caught in two minds really, whether to knock it past the centre-back and back himself with his pace there, or I think Aaron Connolly could have played him in. And in the end, ends up doing neither. You see it back in. Now, Luke O'Nien again does really well, doesn't he? Composure, just pokes it into his path. You see Connolly trying to stay away from it. And there now, no, he's probably offside slightly. He's looking across it, but he wants the ball there, Connolly. Yeah, we mentioned before the game we've got some good options on the bench this evening, haven't we? Top end of the pitch, obviously Meander in there as well. The usual two wide men, Robertson, Mundell.
Connolly chasing this one. Slim pickings though for Aaron Connolly up top for Sunderland. A late one from O'Nien. Out from Mepham. Hughes moves it on. This is Fockyar. His ball was trying to search out Brad Potts, who'd got in there.
Yeah, I was saying there in terms of the bench, just wondering how long he might look at the clock and think, do I freshen it up, give it 10 minutes or so after the break and see if we can sort of spark into life a little bit, and it's quite happened so far, has it?
Let's remind the viewers who's on the bench for Sunderland: Eliza Mayenda, Naz Rusin, Ramin Mundell, Pat Roberts, Milan Alexic, Harrison Jones, Leo Hielder, Dan Ballard as well. Header straight in the path of a lily white shirt, and an opportunity! Fockyar fires over.
Yeah, first one's Chris Mepham. He tries to cushion the header, doesn't he, and gives it straight back to See Here Now. See what he's looking for Dan Neil. Just gets it wrong, puts us in spot of bother, and he tries to rescue the situation. He actually toes it away from Rees into the path of Fockyar. Slightly off balance, skies it over the top.
I think Preston will be encouraged from this. In the top of the table side, at home, creating opportunities. Trey Hume waiting for options from the throw. Referee plays on.
Yeah, he's gone back to it. Yeah, good advantage again. He had a look at it, didn't he, to see if there was one there. I think it was Lindsay once again coming in on Aaron Connolly, wasn't it?
Isidore. Brown. Mepham. Rigg.
Yeah. Don't mind it, didn't come off for him though, he saw what he's looking for. Just catches it, doesn't he, with his right heel. A little bit of skill on the byline.
Isidore. Gets caught under his feet a little bit, but he is galloping now. Wilson Isidore. He's still going. Wilson Isidore, he's gone down.
Yeah, is it going to be a yellow card?
Well, Mepham was booked for one exactly the same in the first half.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah. It's a good run from Wilson, as it picks it up and he cuts across. Brad Potts can't make the challenge. Then he goes past Story. Then he sort of runs into his man, doesn't he? And then that one there just clips his...
It's Whiteman who's on
a yellow card.
Who's already on a yellow card.
There you go. That's why he's not going to get booked.
And he knew what he was doing there, Whiteman.
Yeah.
He clipped him enough to take him down.
Yeah.
You're already on a yellow card.
Guarantee if he's not on a yellow card there, he produces one, the referee.
Benjamin Whiteman, lucky. It's Alan Brown. It's off target. Sunderland fans you can hear though now down at Deepdale. Can Sunderland build a bit of momentum now from that passage of play?
And the fans trying to get going again as they did at the weekend. But it's just having a spell, isn't it? You see, we've had one or two sort of opportunities in the first half, and that one there as well. But it's then having a bit of sustained pressure or some possession.
Maybe something from this, Danny, as Isidore's taken out again. He's saying it was an elbow.
That's Lindsay. I mean, yeah, there's that one, but he's had 2 or 3 on Aaron Connolly as well, hasn't he?
He just completely checked him.
Out the way, yeah. A little bit lenient, the referee, hasn't he? Oh, well, there we go. Sorry, ref. Let you off.
Well, long time coming, I think, for Liam Lindsay. Referee saying there the ball was moving maybe when it was taken. Well, Romain Mundle is going to come on.
Yeah, maybe a little change. Will he come on in his favoured position? Change. Isidore's trying to get into the game, isn't he? A couple of runs with the ball.
So I can try to get on the end of it. Well, he did in a fashion. A bit better in the last 5-10 minutes, Sunderland. I think it tests Freddie Woodman's goal though. Fans doing their part as they always do. Yeah.
Oh, overload.
Kessler Hayden. Yep. Watson just overpowered and too much, says the referee. Lewis Smith. Might see Romain Mundle now. Well, it's going to be a doubler, Danny. Pat Roberts and Romain Mundle coming on.
Aaron Connolly making way. It's the first one. Just thinking, is that Isidore through the middle? Romain out on the left. And then, yeah, Tommy Watson as well making way. So, changes on the flanks. And Wilson back through the middle. Thought done okay as well, Tommy, in the first half. So early on, first I think it was about 7 or 8 minutes before he touched the ball, and then he had a couple of nice touches involved down this right hand side. Setting off, haven't seen too much of him.
2 handy players to bring off the bench there. Patrick Roberts, Romain Mundle. Here's Reese. Somehow wiggled his way through. The referee right on top of that one, waves away the penalty. Wilson Isidore has gone through the middle, as you suggested. Yeah. those changes at the top end, Sunderland need to get it to them. Maybe Dennis Serkins can start that now. Too strong from Brad Potts.
Coventry gone 2-0 down at home to Derby, our opponents at the weekend.
Yep.
Let's have a look at this one back now. Just nutmeg there. No, I'm not sure. I think Trey's boot is actually in front of him. See it back here. Yep. He kicks the back of Trey's left leg.
A few different angles, just conclusive that it wasn't a penalty for us. Don't forget, you can have your say in the post-game programme. Myself and Danny are back here at the Stadium of Light in our broadcast studio. Get your hashtags in, tell us what you think about the game this evening. Roberts getting his first real touch of the ball. Brings in Dennis Serkin. Now Romain Mundle's turn. Dan Neil stepping in. This is more like it from Sunderland. Mundle. Again, Potts penalised. There's a door. Trying to get in there.
Yes, Isidore up against Lindsay. Picked up that yellow card, didn't he, for the sort of barge on Wilson Isidore 5 minutes or so ago. There's only one winner in a foot race there as well.
Header there looking for Reese, but Sunderland are able to take possession. Here's Pat Roberts. Here's a door. Dan Neil. Roberts. Rigg. Cross comes in. Woodman comes, gets something on it. Mundle picks up the loose ball. Nice from Luke O'Nien, keeping it alive. He's Dennis Serkin.
Yeah, better from Sunderland. Say about 55 minutes onwards, getting into the game. It's a foul. Just a little bit more energy about the pitch, picking up loose ball, moving the ball better. Movement off the ball is better as well. See this one back, Daniel, just a little one round the corner. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's like Lindsay again, who's just been booked, it is. Oh, look. Couple.
Yeah.
You know, the one, was it Ben
Whiteman, yeah.
Edge of the box earlier. Lindsay, booked 5 minutes ago. Mike Dodds, bit of input there. 4 coaches deep in thought.
Bit too far up maybe for a shot, Danny.
Borderline, isn't it? Some strike to beat him.
Mundle. Roberts. We're almost there with the header.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether they've worked on something from this. You see set back there into Patrick Roberts. So the only thing is probably not the fact that it's Chris Rigg who's coming in at the far post area where you want perhaps a Chris Mepham. See Hughes up against him just as enough.
A couple of wild challenges again from Preston. That ball's just been kicked away.
Or was it sent back to where the free kick was?
Hume doing his best. Someone through.
Yeah, just sharper, aren't they, around the pitch now, Sunderland? So look there. Far side, I think it's Lindsay that stayed down in the corner.
Trey bemused by all the whistling. Lewis Smith. Goal kick. Tom Cannon has made it 2-0 to Stoke away at Blackburn Rovers. And Coventry have a goal back from Sakamoto. But they're still 2-1 down against Derby. Good header there from Dennis Sirkin. Isidore onside.
Well, it's Lindsay, isn't it? He was down a minute ago there. I think he's going to be able to continue, but he's playing Isidore on. I think Wilson thinks he's miles offside there, and he looks like he almost gives up on it. And in fact, he's a couple of yards onside. So there's going to be a change here, but I think he's fortunate he's still on the pitch. Lindsay picked up the yellow card for the challenge on Isidore. Let's just have a look back at this one. Yeah, I think it's Trey Hughes goes to the block actually, doesn't he? Kicks the bottom of Trey's boot. You could deem that a foul by Trey, but let's have a look there.
I think he's feeling his groin.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not his boot, which
it's
his
groin.
Like his groin's there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Is that Jack Watmore, is it? I'll see in a second.
Yeah, centre back. Straight swap in the heart of the defence, or maybe they're just having a look at him for a moment, see if he wants to give it a go. He's put the bib back on. Yeah, just thought the way that he went down there, and he was deep, wasn't he? So obviously didn't have the sort of yard to get up. He was playing Wilson onside. I just think there, if I'm Hecking bottom, I'm thinking that get him off and get Watmore on there.
Here's Dennis Sirkin. Mundell gives it back to Sirkin. Sirkin goes again, goes down. No decision from the referee. Mundell picks it up. Strong challenge from Nuko Nayan. Mepham's there on the cover.
Yeah,
had to be.
Yeah, I was going to say, just good job that Frockyard couldn't get a hold of that there. Say Luke come and made the first challenge, didn't he? And Chris Mepham had to come across on the cover.
Roberts bundled off the ball. Andrew Hughes.
It's down again. There you go.
Liam Lindsay comes off. Pretty much a straight swap as well, Danny, you say?
Yeah.
Jack Watmore.
Watmore is just slot in, possibly into the middle of the back three there. Let's have a look.
Watmore, former Wigan and Portsmouth player. Here's Mundell. Dennis Serkin. Brown to Dan Neil. Dennis Serkin rides a challenge. Helps it through to Mundell. He's Romain Mundell. Mundell thinks about the shot. He's dwelt on it a little bit too long. Serkin fires it back in. Preston will try and break. Simon Moore collects.
Yeah, you can see what Romain's doing. He's wanting the defender to commit. So he's just opened up, but he stayed his ground and then didn't allow him the opportunity to pull the trigger. Touch.
Roberts. Rigg. Dan Neil. Mundell. Serkin's with him if he needs him.
3v2.
Alan Brown. Mepham. Roberts. Roberts takes the shot on.
He's not happy with that, Dan Neil. He feels that he's pulled out of the challenge. Change for Preston.
Sam Greenwood goes off. He's been pretty quiet in the second half.
Yeah, lively first half.
Dwayne Holmes comes on.
Second half has been very quiet, as you say. Preston, though, I think from 55 minutes onwards, 20 minutes, haven't had any of the ball, really.
Dwayne Holmes, 29-year-old American. Formerly of Huddersfield and Derby. Holmes straight into the action. Potts slips as he tries to deliver a cross. Watched all the way by Trey Hume. And Roberts could be away here for Sunderland. Roberts outside the boot, tried to play it in early to Isidore, didn't come off. Good interception there from Serkin. Rigg brings it down, brings in Roberts. Roberts goes again, takes away more white shirts. Ali McCann with the foul this time.
He's been involved, hasn't he, Patrick, since he's come off the bench? Been lively. That one where the outside of the left boot didn't come off, looking for Isidore. That one there, tight area, goes past a couple. This is where we need Patrick to come off the bench, have an impact, whether it's a goal, an assist. You know, he's more than capable. We don't see it enough from him, though.
Left it for Romain Mundell.
Too flat.
Sprint is on. Fockiart, he got there first. Potts.
Preston finally getting a bit of the ball again. Little breather for their lads at the back.
Come forward. Fockiart. Kessler-Hayden. Doesn't have a lot of players forward if someone were to nick it. Here's Watmore. Jordan Story. Another Sunderland substitute waiting to get on over there. Can't quite make it out.
Is it Mayenda? I think it is, isn't it?
Could be.
Yeah, does Regis Labrie, does he go for it? Does he chuck him on up top with Wilson Isidore? Let's have a look. No, he doesn't. He takes him off. Yeah, frustrating night for Wilson. He struggled to get into the game in the first half. He's had moments in the second half, hasn't he? A couple of runs.
Well, Wilson Isidore makes way for Eliza Mayenda, who had a brilliant start to the season. Now back from injury. It's full time at the Den. Millwall have beaten Leeds by 1-0. Big result for Millwall. Could be a big result for Sunderland as well.
I was going to say, as it stands, we stay top of the table regardless then, don't we? But can we capitalise, grab a couple of points?
And from Hughes. Sunderland working hard to get it back. A bit of afters as Dan Neil brings it forward. Preston prepared to make a change of their own. Inside the final 10 minutes of normal time. You're going to see that change. It's Ali McCann who makes way. Stefan Thordarson. Decent delivery there from Preston. And they come again. Goal kick.
Yeah, as you see Luke O'Nien, I'm not sure if he's getting after one or two of the players there again. Switch off on the far side too easy. Ball comes into the box, Mep deals with it, and Patrick has a bit of a swing at it, doesn't clear it properly. As I said, now you get to the stage of the game, do you want to be brave? Do you want to go on and try and pick the 3 points up, or do we just think, do you know what, 8 minutes or so to go, we'll just take the point, take the clean sheet if we can, like we did at the weekend?
Brown winning it back. Ball goes out though. Well, Sunderland have looked better in this second half, Danny.
Yeah, we've had a good 15 or 20 minutes, I would say, but again, we haven't really created a lot with it, have we? How many saves has Woodman had to make? That's the disappointing thing. Yeah, we've gone from the weekend was our first game where we haven't scored, wasn't it? Away at Queen's Park Rangers, and 7 minutes or so plus stoppage time away from making that the second game on the bounce.
You can have your say about tonight's game or Sunderland's form so far this season. Use the hashtag AskDanny on social media. Take part in the post-game programme. Helped on there. Mundell back helping out. Don't think that's going to run, Dennis. He comes out with the ball anyway.
It does well in the end, yeah, just trying to see it out of play, didn't have the legs, did it?
Mayenda's touched the ball yet since coming on. Foul against Dennis Serkin.
Yeah, he's arguing, Dennis, that he's got his eyes on the ball, and perhaps he has, and gets the leap in, but I think it's just goes through the back of Potts. You see there, he knows what he's doing, Potts there. He has a little look at him, just gets his body across, and sometimes you can't go and win it. See it here now, see there, look.
Yep.
You know, you'd argue, he made a back for him. I generally went to try and win the ball, but they get given.
Comes in from Whiteman. Something trying to break with Brown. The end out. Chasing it still. Mundell. Big win for Derby. They've come through 2-1 victors away at Coventry. Arson allowed to dribble the ball forward. No Potts.
Scrappy, isn't it? Scrappy game.
Holmes. One back.
Hume.
And Hume goes down.
Doesn't get it. Lacking options though, wasn't he? Players helping him out there. There's players stay down on the far side as well.
Game almost went to walking pace there. Final 3 minutes of normal time. Been a few subs in the second half, so there'll be a couple of minutes added on at least for that. There's a few stoppages for injuries as well. Liam Lindsay receiving attention a couple of times.
Yeah, I think possibly 4 minutes or so.
Hughes. Arson. Watmore. Put out by Trey Hume. Patrick Roberts. Rigg trying to ping one out to Mundle. Dan Neil's fouled. Potts with the foul.
It's one of them, is it? Dan Neil goes to play, just clips his ankle.
Roberts with the delivery. Applied by Trey Hume. Brown jumps, still not cleared by Preston. Chris Rigg picks it up. Sirkin, Mundle, stepping inside, Mundle. Opportunity for Chris Rigg. Intercepted just at the right moment. I think it was Story back there. Holmes now.
Just looking, one big opportunity. Somebody in a red and white shirt.
Five minutes added on.
Yeah. Far off will be.
Don't forget, you can use the hashtag AskDanny if you want to take part in the post-game programme. Tell us what you think of Sunderland's performance tonight. Sirkin. Sunderland throw. Played one of the five. Here's Dan Neil. Mundle. Stands across up. Roberts on the swing. Keeper palms it out.
Well, winger to winger, wasn't it? Floated from Romain Mundle, goes on the outside of Brad Potts. Digs a cross out. He's got 10 yards or so, hasn't he, there, Patrick Roberts? Maybe just creeping past that post. We'll see from this angle now, but keeper's not sure. Turns it behind. Yeah, I think it's side netting, isn't it? But corner for Sunderland.
Goal kick.
Bit of cramp for Dan Neil, yeah. It drops to him, doesn't it? It's there for him. Half volley. Slices it well wide. 1 or 2 looking at the watches there. Just over, what, 2.5 minutes or so.
for Mayenda.
I think that's going nowhere. Don't give the easy option for the referee. Don't give a free kick away. Make him make a decision himself.
Nice touch from Mayenda. The ball from Rigg was a little bit too keen to give it back to him.
Yeah, I think Patrick Roberts is the ball, isn't he, on that right-hand side? A bit of space. He's got it, Potts. Dennis can't believe it. Flicks it round the corner, Brad Potts, as it goes into his feet. Not sure whether the referee's seen what's happened there. It's a bit of a shout from Potts and he's gone down.
Well, this could be the final chance of the game. Floated in by Whiteman. Too much on that one.
Yeah, in a way it's summed the game up, isn't it? Lacking quality this evening, both sides. To be honest, Preston had the better of it in the first half. We've had the better of it in the second half, albeit a 20-minute spell possibly, but haven't worked Woodman enough. That'll be the frustrating thing for Regis Labrie and his staff, getting back on the coach, thinking at the weekend, a couple of chances in the first half. Yes, the excuse we've got is down to 10 men setting off tonight. Just haven't been at it really, have we? Connolly first half, one effort, setting off like Patrick Roberts one. It's a half chance at best. And yeah, but positives again. What do you say? 3 clean sheets on the bounce for Simon Moore and the lads at the back. But we've got to be doing more at the top end of the pitch, creating. Somebody taking the game by the scruff of the neck, being braver. But listen, 2 points. Follow it up at the weekend now with the home game against Coventry.